What's up, guys? I'm Josh Elliott. Sorry to bother you, but today I'm going to be talking about a little film called Sorry to Bother You. So currently, Sorry to Bother You is a big awards contender for the Oscars next year. It has like 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, despite the fact that it has a very non-Oscar-y plotline. Honestly, the movie didn't look that interesting to me, but it got such raving reviews, I had to go and see why. And boy, was I surprised. So Sorry to Bother You is written and directed by Boots Riley and stars Lakeith Stanfield and Tessa Thompson. It tells the story of a black telemarketer who develops a white voice to thrive at his job and ends up becoming really successful because of this white voice. That's what the movie's advertised as, but that's really only about the first third of the movie. There is so much to this movie's plot that they do not reveal in the trailers and plot description purely for the sake of twists. And that's great marketing. Props to the marketing team for Sorry to Bother You, because boy was I surprised by some of the things that happened in this movie. I'm going to start off by saying I didn't like this movie very much. Just go ahead and hate me now. But I will say that if you are an aspiring filmmaker, then this movie is definitely worth the watch just to see what you think of it. Now here's the thing. I understand why everyone likes Sorry to Bother You, and it's because of its cinematic boldness. It's so brave and daring in some of the places that it goes in its final act. Honestly, I really liked that final act. The final 30-20 minutes of this movie is genuinely just pure, insane, outrageous fun. I got such a kick out of it. The problem is, that's the last act of the movie, and I really wasn't a fan of everything else. I don't think the first hour and 20 minutes commits to the outrageousness of its plot like the final 30 minutes does. It seems to have struggles figuring out its tone. Many moments of it are quirky and weird and exaggerated, but then other parts of it feel just very grounded in reality. They feel like conversations and scenes that could take place in a normal movie. All I was wishing for was for it to just go out there, to just be outrageous and crazy and commit, just freaking commit to it. And it finally did in its final 30 minutes, but the first hour and 20 minutes don't. It's very admirable for its unique technicalities like the cinematography, the production design, the costumes, Tessa Thompson's earrings. At times I liked the world that Boots Riley was creating, and at times I didn't, because I didn't really understand where he was going with this world and the points he was trying to make. And I think a lot of that comes from the fact that this movie has so many moral ideals that it gets distracted with along the way. This movie is not only making a comment about race with him making the white voice, but there's also a political commentary, there's commentary about internet fame, there's a romantic subplot, it's about success, it's also about the public's reaction to things and what we view as entertainment. And then in the final act, it just becomes like this overthrow the government movie. Pick a message. You can't be about everything. You can't make a movie that's trying to be about as many things as Sorry to Bother You is. I feel like Boots Riley based Sorry to Bother You off of a feeling as opposed to an actual message. He just kind of has characters say existential things for the sake of them saying existential things, and also on top of that, the messages are so blatantly obvious. There's no subtlety to it at all. I understood exactly where it was going in terms of the points it was trying to make. In terms of the plot itself, I did not know. And a part of that is genuinely interesting, but when I really couldn't grasp onto this world, I wasn't as interested to see where the plot went as I feel like other audience members were. As a result, Sorry to Bother You is a movie with a unique tone, but that tone isn't consistent throughout all of the scenes. It's very technically good, like the cinematography, production design, the acting's alright, and that final 30 minutes is genuinely something special, but it just takes too long before it commits to everything that makes it good. I will give Sorry to Bother You a 5 out of 10. Sorry to Bother You really disappointed me for totally different reasons than I thought it would. Go and see it if you're interested in movies that try new things. What did you think of Sorry to Bother You? If you saw it, let me know in the comments below. Click here to subscribe and click here to watch our last video. Thank you guys so much.